Hello there. This is Finley Jim. I am bringing you a little bit more of an unorthodox gameplay here today. I had recorded a game earlier today showcasing a build that I had wanted to try. The build in question is a swapping out of a very specific perk, Lethal Pursuer. I have swapped it out for Whispers in this gameplay. It is pre-recorded, so there is no recording, so this is me recording my voice in the future times. But I wanted to showcase this game, and I'm going to comment over it. And I'll jump to the parts that I just wanted to show off. So my logic for this was that Lethal Pursuer shows you where people are right at the beginning of the game, but it's, for my build personally, it's useless after that. I have no more aura reading, as you can see in the bottom right. But as you can also see in the bottom right, I had Whispers activate very early on, which let me know that someone was really close. And I heard them working in the Killer Shack, which allowed me to sneak up, probably thanks to this skin, and get a really sneaky and quick first down very quickly. I just wanted to say on this that this feels like Lethal Pursuer would have gotten that as well, right? But Whispers has a bunch of synergy with Ghostface, and specifically with the build I use, because I don't use any other aura reading. But the build, essentially, Whispers, I kind of forgot it existed, you know. I feel like a lot of people also forgot that Whispers existed, mainly because of Lethal. I guess Whispers is a little bit harder of a perk to use, but when you know how to use it, and when you can use it to triangulate a little better, it's insanely good. Skipping ahead a little bit here just to show I get the down on this guy. And Jolt, also, good perk with Ghostface, gives us some information, lets me know that people have been on that gen next to me. Fearmonger, also confusing some of the people because they're blind. So if they have Kindred, they have no idea if their teammates are going for the hook. And I think this Meg realized that nobody was going for her, the person on the hook. Or didn't know, at least. So I was able to sort of coerce her. Now, this Meg and I had a funny interaction later in the game, thanks to Whispers, which it helped tremendously. But this game was functionally perfect to showcase exactly why why Whispers is an amazing perk on most killers, but it's for some reason really good on Ghostface. And I think it actually perfects my build. But I saved her for later, and I played a little mind game with this boy here. And this is where things got a little more heated. And I knew I could get the down on him right here. And this was me sort of recognizing a situation, like right here, that I could have, if I delayed her for a split second, I could get him to stage 2. And I could also get her downed. He did do a good body block here, which I tried to sneak by him a little bit there, but couldn't get the ticket. Now, these guys had brought 4 medkits in, and we're rank 1 in this, so I didn't really want to risk it. I wanted to, and I'm not exactly playing with the most meta build ever. So my logic here was, wanted to keep that guy on the ground, to keep them on their toes a little bit. And I barely got her there. So it was at this instance that I saw these players sort of leaving, and I had a little pen in my mind that I wanted to do a classic little Ghostface tactic and set a trap. So I saw that he was coming back. He didn't see me because of the grass, and I was able to surprise him and get him. This skin is just so good with this map, because this was one of Ghostface's worst maps, like, in the game beforehand. But now it's one of his stronger maps, in my opinion, because his outfit directly matches the environment that he's in. It's unbelievably good. And they didn't know where he went down, too, because they were on the generator, and they were afflicted with Fearmonger. So they had no idea where he was. And this was me getting a little surveillance in on the roof just to see where people were. take a little account of everyone. And I got a really cheeky stock over on the roof right here. Such a good stock location. Honestly, I should have finished it there, but I ended up not finishing it because I thought that it would have been better to coast sneak over. And I thought I had time, but hearing the generator, it scared me with how close it was. But I was able to get it stopped here and then fake one way, go the other. And then we had a little pallet standoff with the classic Ghostface standstill tech. Make it around the pallet and get it down. And some jolt damage on the blocked generator, which, don't know if you know this, but it will affect. With the 8% hit, it won't regress, but it'll hit it with 8% damage. Whispers was on, so I thought someone may have been there, but it was probably the person on the hook. Motivates you to leave the hook, too. Just such a well-made perk. Such a well-made perk. I heard him drop, and this is where I sort of wanted to get back on my perch here. And I knew that she was on that generator back there, and so since I knew she was there and he had dropped, my only logical thing to do would have been to, I wanted to mark him, or at least get him ready for the next time I found him. So I decided I would sit up on the roof until I saw him again. There he is. And I was going to get a little bit of stock off, and I got a pretty good amount, pretty much 99'd him. That's usually, in my mind, anything above 75% to 99. Considering it takes like 2.5 seconds to stalk somebody to completion when you're peeking around a corner. But I ended up just getting him a little more juiced up, and I was going to go after him. I ended up going after the girl that was on the hook, but only to try and bait out the guy that I knew was around here. To try and get him to show himself, to try and take a hit for her. It was like right here, where he was like confident. He has a med kit, what would he have to fear? And then I instantly down him. Which is one of my favorite things about Ghostface, is his ability to lure survivors into a false sense of security. Where they're like, oh, there's no way he could have stalked me. And it's just nice. It's a good feeling for you to know that they had no idea that you were watching them at some point in the game. And they had no idea that you were watching. Or maybe they couldn't do anything about it. And this is where I had a sort of fun interaction with Meg. As I found she was on this generator. She, I think, had spine chill. I don't really remember, but she was really on it with finding where I was, or being hyper aware of my location at all times, which is very good on her. And I knew that was going to be a problem for me at chasing her, so I decided I moved her away from the generator enough. I got her to think I was chasing, take the vault, get her a little more stalked, and then just check around. But then I thought she would want to come back for that gen. There's no way that she would leave it. And if you look at Whispers, it'll light up here in a sec because she was coming back. See, there it is, letting me know she's coming back. So I frantically got into position, knowing she was coming back, hid in the corn, and there she is. Has no idea I'm right next to her. And then I just stalk her, and she runs right into me. She had no idea where I was. And that was a part that really made me realize Whisper's potential on Ghostface. Because you can set up traps knowing how survivors are going to play and what they're going to prioritize. And you can really play him like he's, I guess, in the movies. So setting traps and being there when they think you leave, but you're really still there. All right, sorry to skip around again, but we're just jumping to the end of the game where I can showcase Whispers again, which I was really grateful. This game kind of panned out to be a perfect Whispers demonstration. I found the hatch, and I decided I would sit on it just for a few seconds to see if Whispers would proc, so I would know where she was. But I had a feeling she was waiting at a gate, so I kind of beelined it. The smart thing to do here would have been to check really quickly with 32 meters scanning, basically, the other gate. But I decided I would just book it to this one. Whispers, in this situation, is so overpowered. So I knew she was here. There's literally no chance that she escapes. There's no chance with Whispers. Your end game is covered. Your early game is covered. And intermittently throughout the mid game, it helps you when it turns off. It can help you triangulate locations, prioritize generator defense, and really isolate targets and like figure out where you need to prioritize your energy. Or even better, like with certain perks like Eruption and Call of Brine. That was a good. I totally whiffed that, so that was good on her. But with Call of Brine and Eruption, Whispers would actually be such a solid perk to let you know if there's people lurking around before that night perk comes out that shows auras. But all in all, I think this straight up protected my Ghostface build. Because I just, you know me, hate generator kicking. and all the other perks just add scare value and slow down naturally with healing. And yeah. But anyway, I just wanted to show that off really quick. This has been Fimbly Jim. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day or night. Talk to you later. Bye.